It took it a while. Okay, now we're live.
Yeah. Oh, we've been live.
Oh, have we?
Well, no, we're not live, but I mean, the chat's live. I don't know if we're live.
See, and I still don't see it on my channel. That's weird. Oh, well.
Where is there? Yeah, Almar wants to know where's everybody. That's a good question.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't see the. I still don't see the video on my channel.
Well, let me get off and get back on. Let's see, because it's yeah, it says back on track substitute channel live, but we're not live.
You see, and I don't see it at all. Of course, if I turn my phone on, that'll be a mistake, probably. Oh, yeah, I see it on there. I see it on my phone, but I don't see it on my web page. How weird is that? Okay, anyway. Sorry, guys. Allie's got a family situation she had to deal with. Her mother had surgery yesterday, and
we're not live. Who are we talking to?
Who are we talking to?
We're not live.
Yeah, we are.
No, we're not.
Well, we are on mine. On the phone,
yeah.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
See? It's weird. I don't know.
All I'm doing is looking at your mug. Okay, let me.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Go ahead.
You're live on this stream, not on the other one. Yeah, that was the only way we could do it, Art. I don't have complete access to the YouTube channel for the Back on Track. So we thought we'd just do it over here, and we're just going to have a chat session because Allie found out she had to leave town for a little bit. We don't know when she's going to be back. Anyway, keep her and her mom and dad in your prayers because they're both laid up now. So anyway, she's gone to go help them, and Steve and I decided just to come on my channel and kind of explain what happened, and we had no way to even put a message on the other channel to tell everybody. So if you happen to see anybody on excuse me, on the other channel, just let them know we're chatting over here, and if they want to come over here, that's fine. So anything you guys want to talk about, we can talk about this morning. Anyway, who all's in here? We got Art's here, Marty's here, Lee's here from Anfield Road.
Am I on a different channel? Because all I'm seeing is Almar.
Wilmer's here. Yeah, Rio.
I'm chatting on a different channel or something.
Well, it's probably coming up a little bit late.
Not that late.
Wilmer's here. Bill's here. Hey, Bill.
That's freaky. Wonder.
Yeah, it's been really strange trying to get this thing going this morning.
I can't even find anything.
I don't know. We got gremlins around here. Something.
Yeah, I tell you, Colonel Murphy's working full time this morning.
Exactly.
Type chat. Okay.
I'm going to hire a full-time IT person to.
Okay, because I'm seeing John, Schuylkill River Valley, good morning, and Almar, and that's it.
Okay. Well, seeing I don't know what channel we're on, and while we're on my channel,
Yeah.
tell them to refresh or close it out and open it up again, and I bet it'll go over.
Let me do this. Cowboy Valley Timberline.
But see, I had it open on this computer, and I couldn't see it on here either.
There we go. Okay. Boom.
I might be able to if I open it up here now.
There we go. Okay, I got it. Okay. I don't know. We're open someplace else, so.
Yeah, it's in. Oh, okay, there it is.
Holy man.
Yeah, now I've got it on here. Let me shut that off so we don't get echo. There we go.
Good morning, everybody.
Welcome. I say this all the time, but today it's truly.
Welcome to the train wreck.
My morning has been just nuts today.
Oh,
The alarm got set off twice, and my son's going to go. And we can't. Allie's out of whack. You know, she's out of place and can't do it. And Shannon's sleeping.
yeah, I got a brief message from him this morning, and then he disappeared.
Yeah, and then yeah, it's just, and then couldn't hardly get on here. I was having all kinds of trouble getting this set up this morning for some reason, getting feedback and stuff, even with everything muted, and it just.
We're gonna try to
get here now, I guess. So anybody that sees somebody either trying to get on the other channel or something, holler at them and tell them to come over here. I couldn't, like I said, I couldn't even put on a notice on the other channel to let everybody know we were moving over here. And I'm assuming, unless we hear from Allie differently, I'm assuming we will do the shows from this channel for at least probably the next one or two anyway. Unless we hear from Allie that she's back, or we can get Shannon to finally give us the launch codes.
Yeah, he's holding the launch keys.
Yeah. So until that happens,
Well, how about
good to see you.
Somebody else?
Hey Al, I saw that you wanted to friend me on Facebook, and I don't get on Facebook very much anyway, and I'm kind of just letting it go anymore. So don't be offended that I don't friend you. There's not much on my channel but family stuff, and you won't see that.
No,
I keep the account open to get on the Rio Grande Historical Society and the narrow gauge sites and stuff like that. But I don't get on there and talk a lot except to the family. So don't be offended if I don't friend you on Facebook.
You don't even talk to me.
Do what?
You don't even talk to me on Facebook.
No, I might comment on a picture that you put on or something, but it's usually a thumbs up or a, oh my God, what are you doing? Or something like that.
Yeah, get a lot of that, don't we?
Well, Facebook's just gotten so ridiculous with all the crap from everywhere. So I'm getting to where I don't even get on there hardly at all. Maybe once a week I'll go through and look at stuff. Anyway, in another universe, show us what you've been doing, Steve.
Oh, you don't want to see what I've been doing?
Yeah.
Oh God.
You got your oil facilities or your engine facilities all fixed up?
I can't flip this. Wait a minute. I got to figure this out. Camera. See, and then front camera, back camera. Good thing it's done. Chink. There. How about that? Can you see that?
Yeah. Okay. Here, I'm trying to make it bigger.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, it looks good.
Well, I'll tell you, that I wasn't crazy about that Stewart Products deal. I mean, I was building it with Euclid, and I even told you how fragile it was. But yeah, I think it turned out okay. What do you guys think? I got to get some more brass tubing to make some some more sand hoses and such. But I think it turned out pretty decent.
Yeah, that's real good. Yeah, you just need some people and some foliage around there now.
Yeah. I gotta find, why is it N scale people cost so much money? It's like, geez, you get 6 people for $100.
Because you have to have a magnifying glass to paint them.
Oh my God. Yeah, I need vehicles and people. So send me your people, send me your vehicles. I started a GoFundMe page.
Well, even HO people aren't cheap unless you buy them unpainted. And
Yeah.
then they're not very good castings usually.
Because let's see if I can turn this off. Hang on a second. I'm gonna turn this off. You can move it. I'm talking to myself, so give me a break.
Yeah, we know. Bill's reminding everybody that
There, see, they move too.
that Crazy Joe's stepping away from YouTube for a little bit. The pet's not doing well. The pet bird, I guess, is what it is. And I know how that is, especially when you live by yourself and that's your company all the time. So,
well, it's hard. Anytime you lose, that's got to be one of the worst parts of having a pet is because they don't last forever. Of course, birds, I think, do. But, that's hard when you have to put an animal down.
yeah. So, anyway, so what's everybody talking about here besides that? Oh, they're saying it looks good, Steve. I think you paid them.
I did pay him.
Art says he wouldn't want to paint N-scale people. No, me either, Art. You should have seen me yesterday trying to put lights on the coal tower. Oh my God! I found some HO scale LED light fixtures and stuff that you would see on an old thing like a coal tower. So I'll have lights on the coal tower. I'll also have a light on the sand tower. Finally got that hole drilled in where I could mount that light, and I think they'll look really good when they're lit up. That's what you're doing. Oh, going to do with your layout and people. What's that? What's that, Bill? What are you going to do with them? Explain yourself, sir.
Sir?
Sir, yes. Well, it's the hat. You got to talk right when he's wearing the hat.
I think that was North and South Book 2.
Wilmer says your fueling yard looks great. Al says he doesn't. Buy them unpainted. Bill says buy them unpainted.
Buy them unpainted, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna buy them unpainted and paint them, I guess.
But then I have to paint them.
Al says he doesn't even want to paint HO people. I don't doubt that. Yeah, I didn't buy any unpainted stuff. All mine are finished already. I've got some that are plastic, some are pewter, some are Woodland Scenics, and some of them are not. But yeah, I wasn't about to try and paint that stuff.
I haven't even tested the place, so this is kind of a first.
Well, I'm jealous. You're getting to play trains.
I always play trains. I'm shuffling. Well, it seems like it works.
You're gonna have to go faster than that if you want to get them all in that building at the same time.
Oh, I could run right out the back end.
I was thinking about just crumpling them all up inside.
I could do that. Okay, now enough of this. You guys don't want to watch me.
Enough of that. Oh, you're going to put your face back on there?
Yeah, lucky you.
Well, we're going to go back to that then, because
Lucky you. Put it little screen now. Little screen. I thought when you sent me that picture of your cooling tower, I thought you were done. That thing looks really, really good.
well, it was. I had I put the light that comes in the kit, but that's just a piece of wire, and they give you a little. I don't even know what it is. It looks like the reflector for one of those lights, but it doesn't have a light. It didn't have a light in it. It was just the fixture thing, and I had it on there. But I went ahead yesterday. I went ahead and took that out and drilled that hole out to 16th of an inch, and I was able to put the wires through and the back side of the flange for that light, for the LED light.
Mm-hmm.
Those wires are so fine that I can run them down the back leg of that sanding tower, and you won't even see it. And of course, I still got to get inside the coal pocket. I've already put the roof on it, which was I put the roof on it and glued the roof on yesterday. Then I thought, well, I'll go ahead and stick those lights in there, and I pushed the wires into the coal bin, and pushed the light in the hole. And then I'm going, okay, now I got to get the wires out of the coal pocket to run them and hook them up. So that'll be fun to do. There is a way of doing it, but it's not going to be easy. But I think I'm fished out of there.
When are you going to get trains running?
How much time you got?
Got plenty of time.
I can run trains now. Well, I can run some trains now, but I got so much stuff laying on the layout. You know, to sit and let them run around, I'd have to clean everything off, and I don't got any place to really put anything because I'm using it all. So, but right now I'm I've got the trestle built. I need to paint it and then get the beds cut and put up on the landscape, and then put the trestle up on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's going up to the second level town. But that scenery is also tied into the bottom scene. And so to continue with the bottom scenery, I want to get that in so that it all flows good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have to come back over the top of it and do it again. So I've got to get that done, but I've been building the structures that are going to be, some of them that are going to be in the yard, so I can go ahead and start doing the scenery there and finishing the track work and stuff.
I just hit something. What the hell did I do? There we go. No.
I got somebody breaking in on me here.
Sorry,
My wife's kicking the dogs in here, so that'll be good.
I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
Yeah.
Wonder what took you so long.
Hey, good morning, John.
What about that?
How are you? Steve Anderson, good morning.
She said she's leaving. My only question is what took so long? Bernard says, oh, what did he do? What's he got here? I'm afraid to click on this the way things have been going.
Hey, Wilmer. I didn't say hi to everybody. Hello, everybody. I was too busy being on the other channel. I told you everybody find us, Claude.
Okay. Okay. Bernard's had not had internet, and so he was just letting me know on the last live stream we did, that he was watching that, which is probably more interesting talking to us live. Hey, John, good to see you. White Wall Wheels, hardcore. Oh my goodness.
Welcome.
That out. That's an intriguing title.
Yeah, you have to tell us about your name. That's an interesting handle.
Yeah. Dude, tell us about that.
White Wall Wheels, one hardcore, MOH. Motorhead? No.
Oh, everybody seemed to have made it over here just fine.
I
John's here, Steve's here,
told you to find us.
Dave's here. Oh, and if anybody sees, Dave, dang it, now his name's slipping, the rest of his channel slipping out of my head. BNSF N Scale. He actually had the right answer yesterday on the, or Friday, whenever it was, we did that was yesterday.
You sure?
Or Thursday, whenever it was, we did the live stream on my channel. And I had the little trivia. I put the little trivia thing out there. Or was that Beans on Wednesday? Anyway.
That was Beans, I think.
Yeah, well, anyway, he answered it. I went back and watched the show, and he answered it before we saw the answer. So I sent him an email, but he hasn't responded yet. So I need to, if anybody sees him, tell him to holler at me, because I'll send him a shirt too.
Hardcore MO is my type of music I listen to. Okay. I think I get that.
There won't be anyone here that will listen to it. Yeah, I'm pretty diverse on my music likes, but I'm not if it's heavy metal, real heavy metal, I'm not into that. You know, Styx was about as heavy as I got. And there's a lot of people wouldn't consider them heavy metal. But anyway.
I'm into the blues. Love me some B.B. King.
Yeah, anyway, we got lots of people in here today.
Look at that. And we got no plan, nothing to do except for talking.
We got nothing to do but talk, because Allie threw us for a loop this morning. She didn't throw us for a loop,
I
but
didn't have any plans to talk anyway. It's hard to come up with ideas. It's like Friday night at midnight, we're going, what do we talk about?
yeah.
You don't learn anything here. I mean, if you want to learn something, you go someplace else.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, when we have a Beans show, you know, you can, I guess you can learn something off that, learn what not to do.
Oh, I do that
It
real
would
good.
be pretty good.
I do that very well.
I like this, Otis. It says time to take off the Christmas lights.
Oh,
Well,
I'm
unless you live in the South and then you leave them up all year long.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I get to talk because Ellie's gone. I don't have to use my bell.
Yeah, exactly.
I've got it. Morning, Dwight.
Hey, Dwight.
So what do you guys think of Claude's Building on the Bench channel? Isn't that cool?
Say what's cool?
You're building on the bench. That's a great idea that you do.
Oh, well, it's easier than doing live streams are a lot easier doing than updates. Because updates you have to go in and edit and everything else. Live stream, you just do it. And
Not me. I don't have. It takes me about 10 minutes to do my update. I get up in the morning, I go out, I do it, and I upload on time.
stick it up there, yeah. Well, I started editing mine, and that's what takes the time is the editing. The shooting it doesn't take long at all.
Well, I've got an app on my phone. It's what I don't even remember what it is. Movie Maker, something like that.
Yeah, that's the Apple stuff, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I try to keep it as simple as possible, you know, because I don't do complicated.
Yeah. Well, simple as possible is a good thing. Hey, Joe. Not much, Joe. We're just over here because I can't get into the other channel. So Allie's not here, so I can't get in the other channel. And Shannon's sleeping, the bum.
He does that a lot.
I know. You know, and he's got a nice job. I don't know why he can't stay up in the middle of the night.
He's got 3 kids now.
Yeah, that's yeah. He is probably up a lot at night.
Oh, I'll bet.
With the little one.
I think my next project is going to get this train, this G scale thing running up on here. Right now, it's just sits up there. Think I should get that running.
Yeah, I think you should.
It's noisier than hell, though. God, it's loud.
Is it?
I think it's an old. I think it's Bachman made that thing. It's a 10-wheeler, I think. Man, it's noisier than hell.
Yeah, some of the Bachman stuff's not very good. I've got, I bought that OM30 loco. I don't know if I showed that to you or not. It's done up in the. It's a 280. It's done up in the Bumblebee. Some people call it the Bumblebee scheme. Some people call it the movie paint scheme, because that's what they did to it, to one of the engines for one of the movies back in the day. They painted it that way, and I don't think anybody had color anyway. So
there's a guy at Train Mountain that comes to the narrow gauge meet. He's got a 2.5 inch scale Bumblebee. That thing is awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, I got it because I thought, well, that might be a good one to start for around the Christmas tree. And it's still not big enough. It's not, because it's a narrow gauge O scale, not much bigger than HO scale. And so it's kind of like the deal with HON3. The cars and engines on that aren't much bigger than N scale. They're fairly small. So, excuse me. So that was not a good purchase. I got it fairly cheap though, so that's why I bought it.
I'm trying to plug your channel.
Plugging my channel?
Yeah, see, I got to put my cup. Let's see. There. I need to get higher so you can see it.
Okay, what's everybody talking about here?
Hey, go on, John, 2618. Hello. What'd you get from Rite Aid, Wilmer? You got something from Rite Aid.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to go back here and see what they're talking about.
Oh, here's another one. Go via or go home. Welcome. Explain that handle. Go VIA or go home. Isn't that a Canadian passenger train or something? VIA?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's one of the rail networks up there. Art's looking for 91% IPA. I'm assuming he's not meaning a 91% alcohol IPA beer. Because that would just really be bad.
Lower the camera. Oh, that's a good idea. See, I'm not a smart man.
Maybe that's why I don't like IPA beer.
There we go.
Isopropyl alcohol in it. Anyway, it's funny because I was in the grocery store yesterday here, Art, in Tulsa, and I didn't look at the alcohol. I started to grab a bottle because I need some more, but I don't know if it's 91%, but they had lots of alcohol here.
I got a gallon at 99.9%.
Ooh, there you go. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if they've got the 91%, but I've got almost a full bottle of 91% upstairs, but I use the 70% for a lot of other stuff. So that's what I was going to grab.
Go Transit, VIA Rail. I get it. Okay. I got it. I make it simple. I just use my name. It's easier to remember.
Now, that's true, Art. That may be what it was with 70%, which for the most purposes that we use, it'll work just fine. 91%. Yeah, it doesn't have as much filler in it, or additive to it.
Kills germs and disinfects.
Disinfects.
Morning, Fred.
Coffee cup, man. Where'd you get that?
Look at that. We got 20 people in chat, and we were hiding this morning, and you still found us.
Yeah, we weren't hiding. We just didn't know how to find our way on. We were lost. It wasn't a matter of hiding. I told Steve, I said, let's just do it on my channel, and I bet when they see it doesn't come up on that channel and I come up, they'll come over. And sure enough, here everybody is. Oh, here you go. Otis has got it. Just bring your moonshine to get 99.9.
You can use it. You can drink it. You can use it for glue.
Yeah, you just can't smoke around it.
Woo.
Oh,
that's too bad, Bill.
Check for Bill.
Sorry about that. Those birds live a long time. Golly. I used to have a cockatoo. That I hated that thing. That thing was noisy.
Yeah, I hate to hear that.
Ethanol.
Ethanol.
It's not an IPA, Wilmer. It's ethanol.
Okay. I got dogs. The rest of the family has left this morning and left me with all the dogs. Mine are usually asleep at this time, but our little one, likes my son's dog, which is a fairly big dog. And she's in there. I don't know if you can hear her whining. She's in there whining for daddy.
Oh, I got hang on a sec. Cowboy Valley. And I got a friend that just messaged me, says, no, back on track. And I'm trying to figure out how to tell him how to get over here. Calgon, Timberline.
Yeah, I've never tried to look for my channel, not on my computer or on my phone, so I don't know what you have to type in to get there.
Yeah, I was trying to send him a link.
Well, sometimes you put in the name of the channel and it still doesn't come up, so it's.
I wonder if is there a way to copy this? Let's see. Share. There we go. Okay, I'm going to copy link. Sorry, guys. I'll be. Let's see. Where is he? Go. I'm talking to myself. Paste. I think I did the link. There we go. Okay, cool. Got it. Oh, I'm talented. I did it.
Steve says he did a search under Back on Track and this came up. Well, I put that in the title of this, Back on Track, Jump the Tracks. But I didn't know if that would come up or not. You'd think the channel name would be the first thing that would come up for anything that you put in, but I think sometimes the subject matter comes up. That's why Allie's always wanting to have a title on something.
Must be a YouTube thing.
Oh, and I've got dogs being crazy in the next room. Hang on, Steve. Hold
Hang
the show. I'll be right back.
Okay, I should bring my guys out here. The 80-pound pit bull and the 6-pound Yorkie Chihuahua poodle something mix. Still don't know what she is. She's white, about that big. Let's see. Oops. What the hell? There we go. How big is my layout? People have asked me that, and I think it's like 6 by 7. This room, let me get a tape measure because this room is, I think, 10 by 8 or something. It's kind of a U shape. Let me get a tape measure. I've been asked that a lot. Let's see. It is. Let's see. That's 6.5. Okay, it's 80 inches that way, and it's 92 that way. So it's 6.5 by 8 with this little bitty island in the middle. 6.5 by 8. Okay, so that I've been asked that before, and I didn't know. I always guessed. And this little tiny world in here, which, oh God, it's you can't do anything. I drop stuff all the time. I bend down to pick it up, bang my head on the table. Oh, let me get here.
Dogs are driving me crazy this morning.
Well, mine are inside, and I hope I don't go back inside and find out I've got surprises on the floor.
Landmines.
Yeah, puppy landmines.
Oh man, I'm looking old. I was growing a beard because we're going on that. Friend of mine and I are going up to Silverton this summer, and
Oh, don't rub it in. Don't rub it
gonna
in.
do some of the mine trails and some of the old railroad lines and on the off-road vehicles. So
About $400 to do that. I definitely need to GoFundMe page because that sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah, it's we're going to use a place called Rock Pirates in Silverton, and they got a pretty good deal on theirs, and you don't have to fuel up when you come back, and don't have to wash it, and none of that stuff. So it'll be fun. It'll be the first time I've done something like this. So my friend that's going with me, he's done quite a bit of off-roading in his Jeep, so he'll have the expertise, but we're not doing anything crazy like trying to go vertical walls or anything. We're mainly up sightseeing, but it ought to be a lot of fun. Hopefully, as long as stuff doesn't get crazier than it is now, we'll be there.
Go VIA, go or go home. What's your name? So I can I can't type that in fast enough. I like names. That's why I like Claude because it's easy to remember.
Oh, Bill, yours is great too. Yeah, well, if you really want to see what mine looks like when it grows out, look on just on the page of on the YouTube. My icon on the
Chris.
YouTube channel.
Very cool. Thank you, Chris.
That is the color it is when it's grown out.
I get claustrophobia in here and my legs start cramping up. It's hard to sit in here for an hour.
I don't get leg cramps, but my hand will cramp up or lock up on me when I'm working with all that little stuff too long. I got quite a bit done on the cooling tower yesterday, so that was a good thing.
Let's see. Well, Steve, my layout. Yours is in the living room. 13 inches off the floor. 8 feet long, but 5.5 foot wide. O scale. Wow. 13 inches off the ground. That's interesting. Tell us more.
Well, you have to lay down to get a first person perspective on it, wouldn't
Boy, that'd be hard to wire underneath your layout, wouldn't it?
you? Yeah, I would
You have to
imagine.
lay on your back and look up, and you'd have the wire like right here. Hey, good morning, John. Mike, Mark. Oh, jeez. Mark Giuliano. Yeah. Yeah, we lost the guy we used to work with, John Hogan. That guy, he was actually, when I hired on with the railroad in 77, he was the one that taught my newbie switchman's class, how to get on and off equipment, how to tie handbrakes, and all that basic stuff that you had to do so you didn't get killed. That guy could tie a handbrake that you couldn't get off. You almost needed a breaker bar to take that handbrake off. Yeah, but he, how old was he, Mark? He was 92 or something. Super nice guy. Which one? Steve, which one? Okay, John, which one? Which one what? John 2618, you said, Steve, which one? Which one what? CB Railroader, hello, good morning.
Welcome to the lunacy that is.
We did on the Back on Track channel.
Say again?
We got more people on this morning than we do on the Back on Track channel.
That's pretty wild.
How did that happen?
You got me.
Hey, if I roll over backwards, dial 911.
After we quit laughing?
Because if I roll over backwards, I'm going to hit my head on the potbelly stove. I'll probably kill myself.
No. Just the image of that makes me laugh. Don't do it.
That would be painful.
I don't know why, but I keep getting this image in my head of you up Train Mountain on your train falling off the seat and
That was insane.
the train keep going.
I don't know how we didn't kill each other that day. That was just insane.
Because when I used to go snow skiing, you know, the one thing you didn't do was sit on the tails of your skis.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't do that now anyway. My legs won't bend that far back. But if you did that, then you were just basically a sled, and you're usually pointing straight downhill.
Well,
or you would be very quickly.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how Tim. Well, actually, I'd have to set the stage so people know what I'm even talking about. We were up at the top of Train Mountain a few years back with a buddy of mine, Tim. He's in the opening of our show, and he was in the back of my riding car, and Tim's a pretty big guy, and I was in the front, and we hit a low spot on some of the track. We were both kind of leaning towards the back talking, and next thing I know, the riding car's up on two wheels. I'm looking straight up, and I'm figuring I'm going to go backwards, hit my head on the gravel. The train's going to wreck. Tim's going to crash. And he bailed off. I don't know how. We were doing about 10 or 15 miles an hour. He got off. The car drops back on the rails, and we keep running going. I mean, I don't know how we didn't kill ourselves. I don't know how we didn't kill
Look
ourselves.
like Keystone Cops, huh?
Well, that's crazy. No, Tim tried to kill me twice that day with gasoline, too. That's a long story. It's a long story. You'll have to go back and look at one of the shows to find out.
Yeah.
Actually, do that. Go. What show did we do that? We did that last summer from Train Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, it was one there. You were up there right after they opened back up.
Yeah, it was the only time I went up last year, and that was in, I think that was in June or something. But yeah, I'll see if I can find the link, and you can see all the great stories that I said.
Well, I watched a bunch of your Train Mountain stuff. In fact, I saw those before I knew you were a model railroader.
Really,
Yeah, I saw those a couple of years ago.
that's a
'Cause
fun.
I heard Train Mountain from somebody else before I got back into trains. I don't know where I heard it from, but anyway, that may have been. I just saw a video on YouTube. Might have been yours.
Could be.
And I watched a bunch of them from there, and then I thought, where is this Train Mountain at? Everybody's talking about it. Oh, I know who it was. It was Dale over Toyman TV. He was talking about it because he and Karen, his wife, do a lot of traveling. They go to went to the steam show up in Seattle.
Mhm.
Seattle, I think. Can't remember if it's Seattle or Oregon, Washington or Oregon, where they went to this big steam show. But they stopped at a lot of places up in the Northwest, and one of them was Train Mountain, I guess. But
Well,
anyway,
I tell you,
that's what I heard.
I didn't really know about it. I've lived up here for almost 25 years, and it's only two hours from where I live. And when I finally went up there, it's insane. I mean, it's 2,200 acres, 35 miles of track, and it's just insane. So yeah, anybody want to, Google Train Mountain, you'll see. Actually, you can. The website is trainmtn.org, and you'll get on there. They have live camera pages, so you can see who's up there running. And part of the railroad's closed right now because of a fire that they had last summer during our crazy 2020 fire season. They probably lost a third of the railroad up there,
Oh, really?
which was a loss. I mean, that is really a loss. It was the top of the mountain part, but it'll recover. It could have been worse. I mean, they could have lost the whole thing. But that was kind of sad. But it'll come back. But yeah, trainmtn.org. Or you can also do anything on YouTube. Just put in Train Mountain, and it'll all come up.
Well, glad you could find us, Bernard.
Hey, Bernard.
Yeah, long story on why we're here, but Allie had to go spend some time with her parents, so and I don't have access to the Back on Track YouTube, so because Shannon's been lazy and not giving it to me, or made a way for us to get on there, and Allie's the only one that gets the code for StreamYard for the Back on Track, so I had no way of doing it. So that's why we're over here, and probably be over here for the next couple weeks at least, I would guess. Maybe not. So you can always check on the other one, but we'll come up 5 minutes before regular time and give you guys a chance to switch over if we're not over there. Okay, so what are we talking about, Art?
We're talking about airplanes or something, airports. I'm trying to go back and see what you're talking about. Let's see, Art, best of both worlds, William. Yeah.
Oh, he's talking about Bill's getting well. He's doing a new railroad.
You guys were talking about Richmond. I was thinking Richmond, California.
Well, they're talking about Bill's layout, I guess, and he's going to have wargaming in the middle of it. middle of the table. Your boss is Canadian, John? You're talking about that's up in Vancouver, I'm assuming? Steve and them were talking about a hobby shop up in Canada.
Morning, Melvin. Melvin says hi, Claude.
Morning, Melvin. Oh, crazy day.
It's getting cold out here. I'm about to put my jacket back on.
You know, we got up to 70-something degrees
Hey, John, take care.
the first of the week after all that subarctic air we had. Then it gets up to 76 degrees one day. It was like swimming weather, man.
Hey, Melvin.
See you, John.
Going
Take
back
care.
to Florida. Nice. I'm going to move to Florida. I like Florida.
Yeah, I've been to some of it that I like. I wouldn't like the hurricanes.
I've been there.
We get tornadoes here, but you know they're not nearly as big as the hurricanes are.
Well, what's scary is where we are, we don't get anything. We don't get earthquakes until it happens, and then it'll be insane.
You know, the first earthquake I ever felt was in 2011 here in town. Yeah, we had a 4.6 or something like that. And it was over by Oklahoma City is where the epicenter was. But I was born in California and lived in California for quite a while. And I never felt an earthquake there. I was in an earthquake in California that I didn't even know was going on because we were in the car. That was up around San Francisco. And, but the first one I ever actually felt was here in town in Oklahoma in 2011. And I thought it was a truck driving down the street, because the big trucks had come down the street and it kind of rattled the house in an older house.
It's a different feeling.
Well, when it when it didn't stop and it kept going, it was like, oh, this is too cool. Of course,
we had one where
we were.
You dropped. I felt like I dropped 3 feet and then just shook.
Yeah.
I was like, this is weird. Then there was one in 79, I think it was, in Livermore, California. It was a 5.5, nothing big, but I was at a bowling alley, and you could see the ripples going. It was a 32-lane bowling alley, and as the wave went through the building, it knocked the pins down. Started from one end all the way down. It was
that'd be cool to watch.
It was insane. Yeah,
that would be cool to watch.
You know?
Yeah,
and then I was
running on the railroad in California. I would think that would be in the back of your mind all the time if there's an earthquake. Because
you immediately stop. That's happened before too, and you get an emergency call from the dispatcher, that says we've had an earthquake. So please stop your train immediately.
Yeah.
So it's a drag because you stop, and then you sit there until they decide, well, okay, you can start moving, and then you move restricted speed until you die on the hours of service law. And restricted speed with a train is basically covering your eyes and going like this, because you have to, a speed that will permit stopping within half the range of vision, short of train, blah, 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 blah. So whatever your range of vision, you have to be able to stop halfway in that. So you had to look for broken rails, kinks in the track, things laying on it. So it's a pain. I did that twice and it wasn't fun.
Well, I've seen some nasty pictures of railroad tracks and earthquakes. They've been in earthquakes. Yeah, I wouldn't want to run over one of them in a train at any speed at all, for sure. It's the first earthquake felt here. We thought it was our boss walking across the floor.
Walking across the floor.
My granddaughter, now she's not a tiny girl, but she's not a real big girl either. But they'll go upstairs in the game room, and I swear it's like elephants dancing. Every step they make, we can hear down here. It sounds like we're beating on the floor with something.
Yeah, I wasn't too far from the Loma Prieta earthquake in '89 in the Bay Area. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was crazy. I mean, I remember I was in the driveway putting a stereo in my car, and the car just starts going. It was really shaking. We were probably maybe 50 miles from the epicenter, and so I go in the house, kind of wobble going in the house, and look out because you walk in the house and you can see through the sliding glass door to the pool in the back. And the water is just sloshing back and forth in the pool. We lost a third of the water in that swimming pool. My daughter was, she was about 6 at the time. She's on the floor just coloring away, just rocking back and forth. Going,
I didn't pay attention.
Like nothing happened. I said, Christine, it's an earthquake. She went, oh, okay, back to coloring. You can care less. That was fun. Let's see. Second earthquake. Thought it was a plane flying too low over the factory. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Here's what Bill and Art were talking about. He's going to go away from the table layout. Well, you got a shed for it now. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's true, Bernard. They don't roll very well once they get off the rails.
No, they don't. They don't roll very good in the dirt.
They will roll though. They bounce a little bit.
Well, and that's the one bad thing about keep alives. You put a keep alive on something,
it keeps going.
It keeps going. If it comes off the track, it keeps running. That little Plymouth Diesel Hustler that I've got that the guy changed to narrow gauge, and I put a decoder in it. Well, the decoder I used was just a mobile decoder, but it's got a keep alive built into it. And you take that off the track. If you pull it off the track while it's running, it'll sit there and run for 2-3 minutes.
Steve Anderson. Okay, the second one was in Nisqually Quack in Washington, 50 miles from the center. Rambled the ground. So you're on the West Coast then. So you're waiting for the big one, the big Cascadia.
Yeah, they say when that one hits, it's going to make San Andreas look like a popcorn fart.
Yeah, that's going to be a game changer on the West Coast.
Well, they say the same thing about the Osage fault over close to the Mississippi, just outside of Arkansas. They say when that goes, it's going to be bigger than either one of those.
Well, see, the Cascadia is not an earthquake; it's a mega earthquake.
Yeah, well, that's what this one will be.
I mean, this one will.
And nothing around here is built for earthquakes.
Uh-uh.
Nothing around here is built for earthquakes.
No, this thing will rip from basically just west of where I am, because I'm in Southwest Oregon, and that fault line runs from just the northwestern California all the way up to, I think it's southern, just the south of Canada and Washington, and that'll rip. The whole thing will go.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that we will move about 15 feet to the west. That's
be closer to the shore.
Yeah. And it'll shake for probably 5 minutes.
Depends on how much of the shore doesn't fall off into the water anyway.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine the ground shaking for 5 minutes? That's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, and Steve says that or Mount Rainier to blow its top.
There you go. There's another one.
Yeah, well, the one time I was in Seattle, we went on an Alaska cruise, and I was playing a flying sim online, and one of the guys I was playing with lives in, I can't remember the little town. It's right at the foot on the western slope of Rainier. I mean, he's right, the mountains in his backyard.
Well, that's probably a lot of these towns like Tacoma, they're all built on old lahars.
Yeah.
You know,
And yeah, he picked us up, met us at the airport and picked us up and took us around Seattle and stuff. And then he was telling me, you know, Buckley is where he lives, little town of Buckley. And yeah, he's going to be one of the first ones to get it if it ever blows.
Yeah.
But I guess if that's, you know, if you're going to go that way, that's the way to go. I'd rather be in the middle of it than have to live through the aftermath.
Well, what's going to happen with the Cascadia is you're going to lose I-5. All the overpasses are going to come down.
Mm-hmm.
That the problem is it's going to shut down trucking up here. And
Oh yeah.
they're saying you better be on your own for about a month.
Yeah. Chuck says, yeah, the one in Yellowstone, that's a super volcano.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know that it's actually building. I don't think it's, you know, it's been an active area, geothermal area ever since they found it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of overdue, they think, for going. And I told my wife, I was telling her about it, and because we went up there last summer, and I said, I'd just soon be right on top of it. Well, she's the same way I am. We'd rather be right on top of it when it goes than 100 miles away. Because you're not going to do very good 100 miles away either. It's just going to be a lot slower.
No.
So I'd rather be right on top of it. I always thought that about a nuclear war too. I want to be in an area that they're going to nuke first.
Yeah. I want to be vaporized.
Yeah, because there won't be any fun after that. Well, we're about the end of the hour already. Time flies when you're around friends and having a good time.
Yeah, Steve Anderson says if we move 15 feet, we can add another lane to I-5. Yeah. That is good. Yeah, we hit another hour. Boy, it's so much fun when we just bull crap out here. It goes fast.
Whitewall Wheels, just like walking back from the pub when we were all young. Yep, exactly. Well, guys, this was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Like I said, next week it'll probably be back here again.
Mhm.
You know, we won't have the intro. We won't have all that good fun stuff that Allie puts up all the time. But
Back on track, derailed.
yeah. So anyway, we'll be back, and hopefully we'll have something to do. We may be out on the bench again, or we might have something else to do that day.
We should have jammy day.
Do what?
We should have jammy day. PJs.
I'm in my well.
You can come out here in our PJs.
I'm in my PJs that I wear.
Oh, okay. So it's no different then.
I wear PJs, yeah.
Okay.
So we won't go there. But yeah, we'll find something to talk about other than just yakking. Although this is fun too, I think.
I think it's a lot of fun.
Anyway, thanks for dropping by, guys. Glad you could find us. And you know, next week we'll probably be back here unless we hear from Allie and something miraculous happens. But I don't expect to see her back for at least a week and probably 2.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you, Art.
Thank you,
Lee, Steve, Dwight. You guys have a good one, John. Everybody have a good week. Take care, and we'll see you next week.
Watch your footing and have a safe trip.
Yeah. Watch for earthquakes.
Okay. Later, guys.
Bye.